People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Belmont and Johnson Creek, and the WIA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attending at interscholastic activities is a privilege with expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstration, the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Faust Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Vitech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good afternoon and welcome to Oakfield, Wisconsin. Rob Spangler bringing you a sectional semifinal in high school Division IV boys baseball as Belmont gets set to take on Johnson Creek. We'll continue right after this.
Pre-game one.
Get ready, car lovers. It's Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors Car Show and Customer Appreciation Day, Saturday, June 14th from 10:30 to 2:30 in Prairie du Chien. Stop by Carey's for an afternoon of awesome cars, food and drinks, door prizes, and fun for the whole family. No trophies, no judging, no pressure. Just good times and great rides. That's Saturday, June 14th at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Highway 18 in Prairie du Chien. Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
At Millie's Diner, they go the extra mile and make everything from scratch. You'll taste the quality in their breakfast and lunch, all served in generous portions at budget-friendly prices. Visit Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, open every day from 7 to 3. Check out Millie's on Facebook for their menu and daily specials.
Pre-game one.
And welcome back to Oakfield. Rob Spangler here on Extreme 1071, the X, x1071.com, and also streaming online on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. It is once again a Division IV sectional semifinal. The winner of this game goes to the sectional finals to face a surprise team, Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah, who was the lowest seeded team here at this sectional. They upset Reedsville, a conference foe of theirs, who had beat them twice during the regular season. So you never know what's going to happen with postseason baseball. But we have an upset already. We'll see if Belmont can pull off an upset because they're the number 2 seed, taking on Johnson Creek, the number 1 seed. We'll be back with a quick visit with head coach Trevor Cattry. Actually, it looks like we are getting ready to get underway. So you know what? We're going to do away with the pleasantries of our pregame interview and get right into the ball game. Our pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. No injuries to report on a Russell Law Office injury report. Their experienced team personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit russelllawwi.com. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Fuller's Milker Center. Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster Richland Center and at fullersmilkercenter.com. Belmont going to be the visiting team on the scoreboard, so they'll bat first, leading things off. It's number 5, Ian Austin, the left fielder, followed by number 15, Tanner Simmons, the pitcher. Oliver Harkis, the catcher, batting third. Cleanup hitter is number 18, Thomas Freeman, the first baseman. He'll be followed by number 4, Braden Stymus, the third baseman. Then number 1, Cam Spenceley, the center fielder, followed by Brad Lancaster, the DH, batting seventh. Batting eighth, it's Wyatt Temperley, the right fielder. And in the number 9 slot, number 7, Griffin McNett, the second baseman. Defensively, for Johnson Creek, their pitcher, number 9, Zach Holland. Other half of the battery, number 8, A.J. Whitehouse. At first, it's Evan McLeag. At second base, Aiden Smith. At third, Doug Hartwig. The shortstop is Tanner Hermson. And in the outfield, Brady Fincutter's in left, Luke Hartz in center, and Hayden Wagner in right. We are ready for baseball already. This one getting underway quickly. First pitch swung on and belted. Foul. Left field side. So strike one here on Ian Austin leading off for Belmont. It's Grant Regional Health Center, People's State Bank coverage of high school sports presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. Here's a grounder to third. Austin trying to leg it out, but the throw across is in time, and he is thrown out with a ground out. Making the play, Doug Hartwig, the third baseman for Johnson Creek. That'll bring up Tanner Simmons, starting pitcher for Belmont today. Colors of the game presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations that serve your dental needs. This pitch going to miss upstairs, ball 1 here on Tanner Simmons. Belmont in their orange tops, white pants with white lettering and numbering. This ball well hit deep to center field. Center fielder back, makes the catch. Great effort by the center fielder, Luke Hartz, to range back because, boy, Simmons got a piece of that one. But it's a long fly ball out, and there are now 2 outs, and that'll bring up Oliver Harkis, the catcher, for the Braves. The colors of the game for Johnson Creek, they have white pants, blue and white jerseys with a yellow and black stripe across the chest. There's a called strike from Zach Holland, pitcher for Johnson Creek. Strike one on Oliver Harkis. 2 down. We're just underway, top of the first inning here from Oakfield. Rob Spangler on Extreme 1071 and also our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. That ball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Harkis. Again, it's Holland on the mound for Johnson Creek. The pitch misses. Just a touch outside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Game brought to you by Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Here's a swing and a grounder to short. Shortstop makes the play, and throws across. That's Tanner Herman to record out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 top half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on board. And we'll head to the bottom of the first with Johnson Creek batting next year on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
What makes a trip to the water park capital of the world an experience all your own? You can do it your way with your family. Pick your rides, your slides. You're about to have the time of your life. Water parks? We're on your wavelength. Boat tours? Your ship has come in. Dining? Eat your heart out and then get your just desserts. Hop in a go-kart. Your chariot awaits. Find a wave pool and have your day in the sun. Wisconsin Dells. Do it your way. Plan your trip today at wisdells.com.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to Oakfield. Rob Spangler bringing you Division 4 Sectional Semifinal Baseball. Belmont Braves taking on the Johnson Creek Blue Jays. Belmont 19-6 on the year. Johnson Creek 20-6. So pretty similar records. Both teams finished atop their respective conferences. Johnson Creek won the Trailways South with an 11-1 record. Belmont 14-2, tied for first with River Ridge atop the Six Rivers Conference. And we are just about set for the bottom half of the first inning. Leading it off for Johnson Creek, it'll be Luke Hartz, the center fielder. Made a heck of a catch there on a deep fly ball by Tanner Simmons of Belmont at the top of the first. Behind Hartz, it's Tanner Herman, the shortstop, and then Zach Holland, the opposing pitcher for Johnson Creek. Here comes the first pitch from Simmons. It's going to miss low. Ball 1. I want to thank our sponsors. Couldn't do this without them. Legends Pub and Grill Darlington, a great place to enjoy a delicious burger, fries, and your favorite beverage. With friends and family, after the game, check out Legends Pub and Grill, their daily specials on Facebook. That pitch misses upstairs. 2-0 is the count on Luke Hartz, center fielder. This one swung on, grounded in the gap between third and short. Gets past Belmont's shortstop, Chase Rickers, for a base hit single to lead thing off for Johnson Creek. And that'll bring up Tanner Herman, shortstop for Johnson Creek. Game brought to you by Southwest Health. They have over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists, so you can have excellent care without traveling far from home. Throwback to first, not in time. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Rob Spangler in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. When I say broadcast booth, what I mean is a card table behind the fence. That is the broadcast booth. But it is a nice day. It is overcast here, though. It was supposed to be sunny and upper 70s. I'm glad I brought my jacket. It is not that. It's cloudy and in the low 60s. First pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes here on Tanner Herman. Runner at first, nobody out. There is a strike. Throwback to first, close. Not quite in time. Harkis, a attempted throwdown but from behind home plate. Just missed the base runner. A heck of a throw, though. But he tags back up. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Herman. Throwback to first, again, not in time. Luke Hartz, the center fielder, led off with a base hit single between third and short, hit the gap. 1-1 count here on batter number 2. That one misses upstairs. 2-1. Game brought to you by Pecatonica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Cenex fuel products will keep you on the go. This one popped up, foul territory, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tanner Herman. Again, Hearts over at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Scoreless game. Simmons with the pitch. Just missed it. Full count. Quality Cenex Fuel Products will keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart and Pecatana Co-op Oil of South Wayne, a sponsor. There is a called strike 3. Throw to second. Close, but no cigar. Sliding in safely was Luke Hartz. So Herman strikes out. There's one away. Now a runner in scoring position at second, and Zach Holland, the pitcher for Johnson Creek, comes to the plate. Almost got the throw out at second. Harkis has had a couple nice throws from behind home plate. Simmons steps off the mound, chases the runner back. And the pitch. Called strike. Inside corner on Zach Holland. Simmons looking at the runner. Now the pitch. There's a called strike. I believe the count is 0-2. The scoreboard says 1 ball, 1 strike, but that's back-to-back strikes. Here comes a pitch. Called strike 3, and it was an 0-2 count. And it is strike 3. Holland caught looking, 2 down, and that'll bring up Aiden Smith, the second baseman. Luke Hartz still over there at second, home plate umpire, taking care of home plate. Field is in good condition here at Oakfield. It's kind of a cloudy, overcast day. We'll see if the sun does come out. It was forecasted. Pitch on the way from Simmons. Called strike. Boy, Tanner Simmons now starting to feel it on the mound here for Belmont. 0-1 count on Smith. From the stretch, Simmons checks the runner. The pitch, swing and miss. Quickly 0-2 on Aiden Smith. Game brought to you by Mountain View RV of Belmont. They congratulate all the athletes and coaches from Belmont on a tremendous season. Mountain View RV, exit 26, Highway 151 in Belmont. 0-2 count on Aiden Smith. Runner at second with 2 down. Bottom of the first, scoreless game. Pitch inside. Smith had to skip out of the way of that one. It's 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Simmons pitching, steps off the mound. He'll reset. One and two. Simmons again checks the runner. And steps off again, throws to second, and it's in time. He gets Luke Hartz cheating and ends the inning. So there was a hit, a leadoff single by Luke Hartz, but he was thrown out to end the threat. No runs, again 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on board after the pickoff. Your score through 1 complete inning, 0-0 Belmont and Johnson Creek. We'll be back right after this on the X Extreme 1071 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Your journey to better health starts at Crescent Community Health Center in Dubuque. Crescent offers high quality, affordable health care to everyone. with insurance assistance available. Whether you need medical, dental, brain health, or general wellness, Crescent provides the professional expertise you expect and deserve. Learn more about the services available by visiting crescentchc.org. Crescent Community Health Center on the corner of 17th and Elm Street in Dubuque.
Pregame 3.
And welcome back. Extreme 107.1, the X coverage of sectional semifinal baseball. Leading off the inning, the second inning, Thomas Freeman for Belmont. Here in the top of the second, it's 0-0. First pitch misses for ball one. On the mound, Zach Holland. That one's going to be low. 2-0 on Thomas Freeman. Freeman cleanup hitter for the Braves, followed by Braden Stymus, the third baseman, then Cam Spenceley, the center fielder. Pitch popped into center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Little bloop out to center field. And Belmont has their first hit of the game here in the top of the second.
Brings up third baseman, number 4, Braden Stymus. On deck, the center fielder.
So Braden Stymus coming up. Looks like we may have a runner coming into the game for Thomas Freeman. We do. For Belmont, checking in, number 2, Braden Bowers. He's a sophomore. So Bowers over at first, running for Thomas Freeman. Braden Stymus at the plate here. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the second inning. Scoreless game. Pitch. Bunt laid down. First base side. Stymus. He'll be thrown out, but he advances the runner across.
Stymus out on the sacrifice bunt. Brings up the center fielder, number 1, Cameron Spenceley.
So one away, and Cam Spenceley, the center fielder, coming to the plate. Game brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Belmont's first runner in scoring position today, with Spenceley at the plate, and this pitch going to miss upstairs, ball one. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, residential needs. Pitch here, going to miss low. 2-0 on Spenceley. 2 balls, no strikes. Cam Spenceley batting with a runner at second for Belmont here. Scoreless game, top of the second. This one's upstairs as well, and it's quickly 3-0 on Spenceley. 3 balls, no strikes here to Spenceley, trying to get something going for Belmont versus Johnson Creek here in the sectional semi in Division 4. There's a called strike, 3-1. The winner of this game moves on to the sectional championship to take on a surprise team, Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah, who upset Reedsville, a conference foe of theirs. This one fouled to the screen. Full count now, 3-2 on Spenceley. Yeah, Reedsville had won their conference, the Big East North Division, with a 9-1 record, had swept Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah, who was a mid-pack team in that conference. I think they finished 4th. This ball popped up high into the air, a can of corn, shortstop, back and makes the catch. Grab by Tanner Herman for 2 outs now.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 13, Bradley Lancaster.
That'll bring up Brad Lancaster, the designated hitter for Belmont. With 2 down, again a runner at second. It's Bowers who is running in place of Thomas Freeman. Belmont trying to draw first blood here today in this sectional semi. On the mound, Zach Holland for Johnson Creek. And the pitch high. Ball 1. Swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lancaster. 1-1. 2 down here. top of the second. Pitch, low, 2-1. We have a full slate of games on our stations today, covering 2 other sectional sites. Boscobel Highland going on right now on 97.7 Country. That pitch misses low. 3-1 here, the count on Brad Lancaster. And over on Super Hits 106, Cuba City and Fenimore up at Osseo. That game on right now as well. This ball, well hit the left, going to drop in. Bowers will hold up at third. And there's runners at the corners now with Wyatt Temperley coming to the plate. So Belmont just needs a base knock to drive in the first run of the game here as Wyatt Temperley comes to the plate, right fielder and number 8 hitter for the Braves. Two outs, again, top of the second here. Zach Holland shakes off the first pitch. Doesn't like it. Now he's ready. And here it comes. This is high and tight, ball 1. Game brought to you by Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters of Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. 1-0 count on Temperley. Pitch popped up. This one's in foul territory, but right over first base, and the first baseman makes the catch, Evan McLeod. And that will do it for the second inning for Belmont. So they get 2 base runners, 2 hits, no runs, no errors, 2 left on board. The score still 0-0. Bottom of the second coming up next here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 1.
Grant Regional Health Center invites you to an exciting open house featuring surgical specialties on Wednesday, June 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. Come tour our state-of-the-art surgical suites and get an up-close look at advanced technology showcasing VELYS robotic-assisted knee replacement and CT image-guided sinus surgery. Don't miss this special event. Register to attend at grantregional.com or call 608-723-1379. Grant Regional Health Center, celebrating 70 years of caring for our communities.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 1.
Rob Spengler, Wolf Construction broadcast booth here in Oakfield on Extreme 107.1. It's sectional semifinal boys baseball, Division 4. Belmont battling Johnson Creek scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second. Leading things off, it is Aiden Smith. First pitch is a strike. They say Smith, the field judge, said Smith went through on a check swing, so strike 1. That pitch misses just a touch upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Aiden Smith, second baseman for Johnson Creek, followed by Evan Malik. This one fouled off out of play. One and 2 now on Smith. Malik, the first baseman, batting next, and then Doug Hartwig, the third baseman, after him. All set to have at-bats this inning. Tanner Simmons with the pitch in the dirt, or just above the dirt, low. 2-2. This one grounded to third, dropped momentarily. The throw not in time. So that's going to be an error on the third baseman. An E5 charged to Braden Stymist, and reaching safely is Aiden Smith. And that'll bring up Evan Malik, the first baseman for Johnson Creek. Simmons looking at the runner. And the pitch misses inside, ball one. Game brought to you by Paulson's Farms, LLC, for your big square and round baling needs. Plus, they do individual line wrapping for bales. Call Dean 778-2000 for Paulson Farms. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now on Malik. Doan's Auto Care Center. Patrick Doan can assist you with all of your automotive vehicle maintenance needs. Throwback to first, not in time. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike here to Malik. Throwback again to first, not in time. As I was saying about Doan's Auto Car Care Center, batteries, coolant flushes, oil changes, tires, and more. That's Doan's Auto Center, Patrick Doan of Belmont. This ball gets past Harkis. That will advance the runner. So a pass ball allows the runner, Aiden Smith, to move to second in scoring position here. That one was low, so it's 2-1. Simmons now working from the stretch. He checks the runner. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Might have been foul tipped. 2-2 on Malik. This one swung and foul tipped back, strike 3. So Malik strikes out on the foul tip. That'll bring up Doug Hartwig. Hartwig is the third baseman here for Johnson Creek. 1 down, runner still in scoring position at second base for the Blue Jays. Pitch from Simmons. And that hits Hartwig, so he'll get a free base. And now runners at first and second with 1 out, with A.J. Whitehouse, the catcher, coming to the plate.
Hartwig reaches on the hit by pitch, brings up the catcher, number 8, A.J. Whitehouse. Back to left fielder, number 5, Brady Fincutter.
Game brought to you in part by Spenceley Feeds, Vita Plus of Belmont. They offer quality livestock feed for all your animal needs. Get the most out of every input into your enterprise. Spenceley Feeds, Vita Plus, Belmont. Scoreless game here, but Johnson Creek has a couple base runners in the bottom of the second. This one way high, ball 1 on Whitehouse. Good job by Harkis to pop up and catch that one. Simmons checks the runner at second. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Whitehouse. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes now on Whitehouse. Tanner Simmons trying to get out of a jam here. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the second inning for Tanner Simmons. He now has 4 Ks through 2 innings. And Brady Fincutter, the left fielder, is batting now. So 2 down, 2 on. Scoreless game here. And the first pitch misses high. Ball 1 on Fincutter. Meanwhile, a balk is called, so the base runners will get to move to second and third, respectively. Coach Catry talking it over now with the field umpire. Probably just checking to see what specifically was the cause for the balk. But Simmons, not arguing, knows he committed the balk. So anyway, he's set to pitch now here to Brady Fincutter. And the pitch misses. High and outside. Got away from Harkis for a second, but he recovers. Runners stay put at second and third. So 1 ball, no strikes. That's the count on Fincutter here. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Fincutter. Fincutter's the left fielder, batting 8th in the lineup here for Johnson Creek. Calls timeout at the plate. He'll reset. Simmons is ready. Called strike. 1-2. Tanner Simmons trying to get out of a jam here. 2 base runners for Johnson Creek at second and third. 1-2 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts for all 3 outs from Tanner Simmons after batter Aiden Smith reached on an error and Doug Hartwig reached on a hit by a pitch. But no runs is the key stat. Again, no hits. And again, there was an error there. 2 left on board. We played 2 complete. We'll go to the third. It's still scoreless. Belmont and Johnson Creek back after this sectional semi-division 4 baseball on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Play ball! Queen Bee Radio has your chance to win great seats to see Milwaukee baseball. Sign up to win at Okies Market in Cassville, Goodney's Garage in Platteville, Pink's Automotive in Lancaster, the Horseshoe Tavern, Prairie du Chien, U.S. Cellular in Platteville, Reckler Insurance, and Boondock Sports Bar in Wazeeka. Plus catch Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, the Back Bar, and the Back Nine, and Home Key Real Estate coverage of Milwaukee baseball. Heard on AM 1590 WPBL. Presented by Napa Auto Parts of Boscobel, Pink's Automotive, and Goodney's Garage.
In Game 2.
Time to kick off the third inning in sectional semifinal, Division 4 baseball, playoff baseball. Belmont versus Johnson Creek. It is scoreless through 2. We begin the third with Belmont. Griffin McNett leading off this inning for the Braves. Zach Holland on the mound, and the first pitch is a called strike. 0-1 on McNett. This one lifted to right. Right fielder on his horse makes the catch. Great effort by the right fielder, Hayden Wagner, ranging out there to grab it. And there's one away. We head to the top of the order. Ian Austin, leadoff hitter for Belmont, now batting. Tanner Simmons on deck for the Braves. 0-0, scoreless game here in the third. This one ripped to right. That is going to land for a base hit. The right fielder falls down. Austin rounds first, heads for second. That would have been a single, but because the right fielder fell, it allows him to get to second. So it'll officially be ruled a single with a fielding error. But the key for Belmont, they get a runner now at second base with Tanner Simmons coming to the plate. Scoreless game here, top of the third inning. Tanner Simmons watches the first pitch, called strike. Simmons flew out deep to center field in his first at bat. Got a big piece of it, but the center fielder was up to it, chased it down. Pitch here, called strike. Quickly 0-2 now on Simmons. Game brought to you by Dave's Auto Body. They offer quality collision repair, minor automotive repair work as well. Dave's Auto Body in Belmont. Also a selection of pre-driven vehicles at Dave's. Check those out. Pitch here. Well hit. Center field. That's going to drop. Runner will be waved. No, they're going to keep him. He's going home. Ian Austin. He will score. The throw gets past the catcher, and now Simmons rounds second, and he will pull up safely at second base. Well, I'm not sure Austin was supposed to go home, but he did anyway, and he scored. So sometimes not listening to the coach pays off, I guess. It sure looked like Coach Catry was telling him, hold up. But Belmont draws first blood off of the single from Tanner Simmons. Again, it'll officially be a single, and then he reaches second on the overthrow home. 1-0 Belmont here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Oliver Harkis. Runner at second. Pitch. Just missed. Ball one. Belmont on top. 1-0 here in the third inning. This one is fisted foul. First base side. 1-1. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters of Belmont congratulates the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors, Seamless Gutters in Belmont. 1 ball, 1 strike on Oliver Harkis, runner at second. 1 out. 1-0 Belmont, top of the third. There's a pitch right down the middle, called strike. 1-2 on Harkis. Game is on Extreme 107.1 today, the x1071.com, and also streaming. You can watch it on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. This one cracked in the gap. Shortstop fields from the hole, and he does get Harkis. It will advance Simmons to third, however. So almost acts as a bunt. And now Simmons is at third with Thomas Freeman coming to the plate. Freeman, the big dog, coming up. Had a base hit single back to lead off the second inning. Trying to keep his hitting streak going. Pitch on the way, misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes here on Thomas Freeman. That one misses just a touch low. 2-0. I've never asked Thomas's dad, James, if he's got a nickname. I should ask, because Big Dog just seems like a natural. Pitch here, fouled off. Right fielder racing in, almost gets there. Wow, great effort by Hayden Wagner. Couldn't quite get to it, but foul ball, and 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here on Thomas Freeman. Tanner Simmons at third with 2 outs. Belmont leading 1-0. Timeout taken at the plate here for a second. And now Freeman's ready. Back in the box. Pitch is low. Oh. Never mind. Called strike. It looked low. 2-2 count on Freeman. Zach Collin pitching for the Blue Jays. A slow rolling grounder. It gets past the shortstop. Freeman will reach first safely, and that will be an E6 scoring a run.
Freeman reaches on the air. Another run scores to make it 2-0.
So it's now 2-0 Belmont. And I believe, well, Freeman's actually going to stay on first up. Maybe they'd put a pinch runner in for him, but Braden Stymist now batting with 2 outs. Thomas Freeman at first. He'll swing at the first pitch and miss, strike 1. Game brought to you by Legends Pub and Grill in Darlington, a great place to enjoy a delicious burger, fries, your favorite beverage. With friends and family after the game, check out Legends Pub and Grill and their daily specials on Facebook. That pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Stymist. Belmont has scored 2 runs this inning. Here in the third, they've opened up a 2-0 lead. Throwback to first, not in time. (2-0). Belmont on top. Again, Steimus batting with 2 outs. Runner at first. Pitch. Called strike. 1-2. Southwest Health, a sponsor. They have over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists, so you can have excellent care without traveling far from home. Learn more. This one fouled off and caught. Actually, not foul. It was in fair territory right at the line, but caught by Zach Holland for the final out. So a pop-up to end the threat. Belmont does strand a runner, but they get 2 runs off 2 hits. There was also an error in there as well, which did score a run, and the score is 2-0. Belmont leading Johnson Creek. We'll be back with the bottom of the third after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 3.
Hi, I'm Jessica Paulson, your personal banking officer at Mountain City Bank in Platteville. Did you know that Mountain City Bank offers free checking to nonprofit organizations? In addition, we offer interest-bearing checking, money market, savings, and certificate of deposit accounts with competitive rates. Every nonprofit checking account includes a free debit card along with many extras. Stop by or call us at 608-348-2685 for more details or any questions. Mountain City Bank, proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Shane Bertzloff from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. If you're looking for dependability in a new or used vehicle, Toyota has 7 out of the top 12 vehicles that last over 200,000 miles, ranking number 2 in J.D. Power's dependability study. Toyota also has 5 of the top 10 vehicles with the best resale value, according to Kelley Blue Book. Come see us to find your Toyota at Anderson Weber Toyota when you're ready.
Anderson Weber Toyota, next to Target in Dubuque. Visit them online at AndersonWeberToyota.com.
In Game 3.
And welcome back to Oakfield with our score 2-0. Belmont on top of Johnson Creek. Leading off the inning for Johnson Creek's Blue Jays, it is number 9 hitter, Hayden Wagner, the right fielder. And he will smack one deep to left field. And it is gone. A solo home run from Hayden Wagner. Heck of a way to answer back from Johnson Creek after Belmont scored 2 runs. A solo shot from Hayden Wagner, the number 9 hitter, pulls the Blue Jays within 1. And now we go to the top of the order with Luke Hartz, the center fielder, batting. Well, Wagner got all of that one over the left field wall. Nothing the left fielder Ian Austin could do about that. Next batter popped up. This one right over shortstop, and it is caught by the shortstop Chase Rickers for out number 1. So Luke Hartz pops out, 1 away.
Hartz pops up to short, brings up the shortstop, number 3, Tanner Herman. On deck, the pitcher number 9, Zach Holland.
Tanner Herman, shortstop, batting with 1 out. Nobody on. 2-1, your score. Johnson Creek on the scoreboard this inning. Pitch here. Misses upstairs. 1-0. Pecatonica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart are sponsors of the game. Here's a grounder. Hits the base, and that will be fair for a base hit. Gets past the third baseman for Belmont, Braden Steimus. That one hit the bag and bounced up in the air. So it is a base hit single by Tanner Herman, and that'll bring up Zach Holland.
Third brings up the pitcher number 9, Zach Holland. On deck, the second baseman, number 1, Aiden Smith.
Holland struck out back in the first. Runner at first, 1 out, 2-1 Belmont leading. The pitch is low, ball 1. For all your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle but yourself, quality Cenex fuel. It'll keep you on the go. That's South Wayne Mart and Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. There's a called strike. 1-1. 1-1 here on Holland. Holland 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Leadoff homer this inning for Johnson Creek by number 9 hitter Wagner. This one just misses. 2-1. Hayden Wagner, the right fielder, blasted one to left field to get the Blue Jays on the board. Belmont leading 2-1. This pitch way upstairs, high. 3-1 now on Holland. 3 balls, 1 strike to Holland. Again, a runner over at first base is Tanner Herman. Throw back to first, not in time. Three and 1 count. And the pitch. Fouled to the screen. The screen is a long ways behind home plate. A long ways. It's one of the deepest backstops you'll see. Actually, I am curious how far back from home plate the screen is, but it's a long ways. Throwback to first, not in time. That was close. Full count here on the batter, Zach Holland. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the third. Pitch. This one is lifted out into left. It'll drop for a base hit. And runners advance. In fact, all the way to third goes Tanner Herman. And that's back-to-back base hit singles for Johnson Creek. That'll bring up Aiden Smith, the second baseman, for the Blue Jays. Runners at the corners. 2-1 your score. Belmont on top, but Johnson Creek threatening here in the bottom of the third. Led off with a solo homer. They've had 2 hit singles in a row now. Here comes the pitch. This one's going to miss upstairs. Ball 1. Melby Funeral Home and Crematory. They offer compassionate care, dignified services at a time of need. Matt and his staff recognize that each family is unique beyond our personal requests and traditions. This one fouled to the screen. That's the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. 1 ball, 1 strike on Aiden Smith. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Simmons shaking off a couple calls, and he is ready. Smith calls time, now gets back in. Pitch, low. Good job by Harkis of blocking that, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here to Aiden Smith. This one grounded to third, gets past Steimus. That'll be a base hit. That will score the tying run. And pulling up with another single is Aiden Smith. We're all tied up at 2 here in the third, and that'll bring up Evan Maligue, first baseman.
Evan Maligue on deck for third baseman number 6,
Maligue struck out in his last at-bat. Now talking things over with the coaching staff here. Runners at first and second for Johnson Creek with 1 out, and we have a tie game, 2-2 here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Oh, 0-1 count on Malik. Checks the runner. Pitch. Called strike. 0-2. Simmons set to pitch again. That one just missed. Belt high, fastball. 1-2 count. Simmons checks the runner and the pitch. Fouled to the screen. Still 1-2 here on Malik. Runners at first and second. Called strike 3. Malik caught looking. That's out number 2, and Doug Hartwig will come up with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Tie game here, 2-2 in the third. Belmont and Johnson Creek. Hartwig was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. That was in the second. Pitch here, swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 on Hartwig. This one grounded to second. Fielded by McNett. He throws to first for the out, and that will do it for the third inning. Johnson Creek answers back with 2 runs. They leave 2 on board. They also get 3 hits that inning, including a home run and 3 singles. And the score is tied 2-2 as we head to the 4th inning. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
Keep the fun going after hours at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. Starting June 5th, enjoy extended hours until 8 p.m. on Thursdays and discounted admission starting at 4 p.m. That's more time to enjoy a beautiful summer night at the River Museum while you explore our 14-acre campus, catch a late-night showing of the newest 4D dinosaur film, and of course, experience the new summer exhibit, Ice Dinosaurs, The Lost World of the Alaskan Arctic. Food and beverages will be available for purchase in special programming on select nights. For more details, visit rivermuseum.org/events. Museum After Hours is presented by TH Media and KCRG.
In Game 4.
And welcome back to Oakfield here on the X Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Tie game 2-2 as we head to the 4th inning. Cam Spenceley will lead off for Belmont. He's the center fielder, followed by Brad Lancaster and Wyatt Temperley. Belmont scored 2 runs last inning off 2 hits. Let's see if they can keep the offense going. First pitch, swing and a miss, though. Strike 1 on Spenceley. Spenceley flew out in the second. This one misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The entire staff at Mountain View RV of Belmont congratulates all the athletes and coaches from Belmont on a tremendous season. That pitch misses just inside, 2-1. Mountain View RV, exit 26, Highway 151 in Belmont. Big cut, swing and a miss there by Spenceley, 2-2. Zach Holland continues to work on the mound. This one popped up right over the Belmont dugout. Out of play, 2-2 still. Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Tie game, 2-2. We're in the top of the 4th inning here. Belmont batting with nobody on and nobody out. Cam Spenceley grounds one to short, fielded by the shortstop. The throw is in time. No! Throw is not in time. Cam Spenceley apparently legged it out for an infield hit. Wow. Close play. Just initial reaction thought he was definitely going to be out, but if you're Belmont, you're happy about that. That'll bring up Brad Lancaster, the designated hitter, with now a base runner on board. Throw back to first is not in time. Tie ball game, 2-2, Belmont, Johnson Creek here in this Division IV sectional semi. There's a called strike on Brad Lancaster. Winner of this game moves on to the sectional championship later this afternoon against a surprise team, Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah, which was a 3 seed. They upset the number 1 seed on their side, who happens to be a conference foe of theirs, Reedsville, who had swept them during the regular season. So that was a bit of a shocker. Pitch here, swing and a miss, big cut by Brad Lancaster. 0-2 on Lancaster now. No balls, 2 strikes, or excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lancaster. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. Big cut, swing and a miss, strike 3. Brad Lancaster goes down swinging. That's actually the first strikeout of the game for Zach Holland of Johnson Creek. So now Wyatt Temperley comes to the plate with 1 out, and again a runner over at first. Temperley, the 8 hitter. Runner on the move, throw not in time. Nice slide head first by Cam Spenceley to steal second base. By the way, that pitch was a called strike on Temperley. So 0-1 on Temperley here. Runner now at second in scoring position for Belmont. With 1 out. Temperley 0 for 1 grounded out in the 3rd. That pitch misses upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Temperley. That one misses outside. 2-1. Spenceley at second. Tie game, 2-2. Called strike. Count even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2, 1 out. Runner at second in a tie game. Top of the 4th inning. This one chopped foul, third base side. Stays 2-2 on Temperley. Paulson Farms LLC for your big square round baling needs. They also do individual line wrapping for bales. Call Dean 778-2000 Paulson Farms of Belmont. We have a triple header on our Queen Bee Stations sectional semis across the board. This one high and tight on Temperley is ball 3. And now we have a full count, 3-2 on Wyatt Temperley. Full count. Runner at second. 1 out. Pitch. Called strike 3. Temperley caught looking. And that'll bring up Griffin McNett, who is the number 9 hitter. McNett flew out to right in his first at-bat. That was last inning in the 3rd. Batting with a runner at second here. Pitch is belted out into right center. That's a base hit. Runner is waved home. He should score. He will score. What a run by Cam Spenceley. Spenceley kind of slid in hard here. Looks to be okay. But boy, he flew around those base paths. And that's going to be an RBI single by Griffin McNett. So Belmont has retaken the lead here in the 4th. 3-2. And that's mostly due to the base running of center fielder for Belmont, Cam Spenceley. Boy, he was flying. That'll bring up Ian Austin, leadoff hitter for the Braves, with a runner at first. 2 outs. See if Belmont can keep a 2-out rally going. That pitch misses high, ball 1. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, residential electrical needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. 1-0 count on Austin. That misses upstairs, 2-0. Griffin McNett, a clutch RBI single from the number 9 hitter. Of course, the number 9 hitter for Johnson Creek hit a solo homer. So, sometimes coaches put good hitters in the number 9 slot. The old school thinking is, you put your worst hitter there. No, that's not always the case. Sometimes you want that good hitter at the bottom of the order. Here comes a grounder to short. Throw to second is in time. They get McNett on the force, so that will end the threat. Belmont does add 1 run. They also get 2 hits that inning. And no errors as they leave 1 on board, and actually nobody on board because the final out was McNett on the force out. So 1 run added, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on board, and the score is 3-2. Belmont leading Johnson Creek. Back after this with the bottom of the 4th on Extreme 107.1 and your Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Collect new Brewer swag designed by Wisconsin artists at T-Shirt Tuesdays presented by Hupie and Abraham. Be one of the first 10,000 at the game on June 10th for a special shirt by artist Whitney Nettles. Get tickets at brewers.com/giveaways. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
In Game 5.
Bottom of the 4th inning about to start here from Oakfield, Wisconsin. Just to the south of Fond du Lac, eastern side of the state. Belmont from the southwest portion of the state, battling Johnson Creek, and leads 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off this inning, A.J. Whitehouse, catcher for Johnson Creek, and a big cut, swings and misses at that first pitch from Tanner Simmons for strike 1. Whitehouse 0 for 1 today, struck out back in the 2nd inning. That pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Whitehouse, the number 7 hitter, followed by Finn Cutter, the number 8, and Hayden Wagner, the number 9 hitter for Johnson Creek. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Whitehouse. Pitch. Called strike. One and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Tanner Simmons picks up right where he left off here to start the 4th inning. That'll bring up Brady Fincutter. 7 strikeouts so far from Tanner Simmons. That pitch misses outside. Ball 1 here on Fincutter. Fincutter also a strikeout victim in the 2nd. 0 for 1. That's a called strike. Had some velocity on it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fincutter. Pop up. This is in foul territory, first base side. Freeman underneath makes the catch. The big man can move. 2 away, and that'll bring up Hayden Wagner. Wagner had a solo home run last inning. And now going to talk it over with his coach here, see what the strategy is going to be. So 2 down, bottom of the 4th inning, Belmont leading 3-2 here in Oakfield. Rob Spangler from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Pitch from Simmons. Called strike. Boy, Tanner Simmons dialed in right now. 0-1 count. That one's in the dirt. Good job by Harkis stopping that. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wagner. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Big cut by Wagner. 1-2 count. Simmons with the pitch. Here's a grounder to second. McNett fields, fires. There's the out. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on board. Belmont leads it 3-2 as we head to the 5th. Back after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and your Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 6. From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Krantz Do It Best Hardware's new location is now open in Fenimore at 280 Lincoln Avenue. Your full-service hardware store offers even more from Milwaukee and DeWalt tools to Valspar paint, plumbing, housewares, key cutting, and more. Lawn and garden? Covered. Electrical and fasteners? Absolutely. Come see Krantz Hardware at their new location. The new Krantz Do It Best Hardware. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 6. Saturday, 8 to 4. And Sunday, 10 to 2.
In Game 6.
Sectional Baseball Tuesday coming to you from Oakfield on the X Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. 3-2 is our score. Belmont on top of Johnson Creek in the 5th. And beginning the top of the 5th for the Braves, it is Tanner Simmons, starting pitcher for Belmont. He'll be followed by Oliver Harkis and Thomas Freeman in that order. New pitcher in for Johnson Creek now. It is Doug Hartwig, number 6. So a relief pitcher comes in for Johnson Creek here. Hartwig was playing third base, and moving over to third is the starting pitcher, Zach Holland. First pitch is low, ball 1 on Simmons. Pitch here, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tanner Simmons. Simmons 1 for 2 today, RBI single in the 3rd. There's a called strike. And quickly 1-2. Doug Hartwig in relief pitching now. This one well hit to right center. It is over the right fielder's head. Simmons will round first. He'll head for second. He'll head for third. The throw not going to be in time. A triple for Tanner Simmons. Third baseman trying to sneak up and tag him out as he was celebrating, and boy, had to be a little careful there. Almost got tagged out. But a triple for Tanner Simmons to lead off the 5th for Belmont. And that will bring up Oliver Harkis. Harkis 0 for 2 today, grounded out in the 1st and the 3rd. and he'll step in. Belmont leading 3-2, looking for more here in the top of the 5th inning. Hartwig in relief pitching. A bunt is laid down, and the throw to first is in time. It freezes Simmons at third as well, so he's not able to score. And there's one away.
Grounds out to third, brings up the first baseman, number 18, Thomas Freeman.
That'll bring up Freeman.
The third baseman, number 4, Braden Stymies.
Freeman singled in the second, also reached on an error in the third, which scored a run. So he'll step up here with one out. Top of the 5th, checks himself, but it's a called strike. And it's 0-1 on Freeman. Freeman steps back in. 0-1 count. Again, Simmons at third. Here comes a pitch from Hartwig. Swung on, belted up the middle. Throw home. Not in time. What a slide by Tanner Simmons. So a fielder's choice for Thomas Freeman. He scores a run on that. And it's now 4-2, Belmont on top. A 2-run lead for the Braves here in the top of the 5th with Braden Stymies coming to the plate. First pitch, called strike inside corner on Stymies. Belmont leading 4-2, one out, runner at first. 0-1 count. This one popped up. This is going to be out of play over the backstop, and it's quickly 0-2 on Stymies. Our game brought to you by Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. He congratulates the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. 0-2. Big cut, swing and a miss, strike 3 on Stymies. So there's 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Cam Spenceley.
Number 1, Cameron Spenceley. On deck, the DH. Number 13, Bradley Lancaster.
Coach Cattry talking it over, must have saw something with the home plate umpire. Looks, not sure what it was, but we're good to go. So Spenceley steps in, runner at first, 2 outs. Belmont leading 4-2 now, top of the 5th inning. Pitch, grounder up the middle, and this will be an easy force out at second for the final out of the inning. So Belmont gets one more run across. They have a leadoff triple in the 5th inning by Tanner Simmons. That's the only hit, but he does score on that play. And scored a run on the fielder's choice from Thomas Freeman. There were no errors and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The score, 4-2, Belmont on top of Johnson Creek. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
In Game 7.
Bottom of the 5th inning just underway. Leading off, it is leadoff hitter Luke Hartz, center fielder for Johnson Creek. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. This one misses low, and is quickly 2-0 on Hartz. Hartz singled in the first, flew out in the third. followed by Tanner Herman, the shortstop, and then Zach Holland. There's a check swing. He did not offer. So the count is 3-0 now on Hearts. 3 balls, no strikes. Tanner Simmons on the mound for Belmont. The pitch misses inside. And it's a walk. And I believe the first walk given up by Tanner Simmons today. That'll bring up Tanner Herman, the shortstop. So runner at first, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Belmont again leading 4-2. Johnson Creek batting now. There's a bunt laid down. Simmons fields, fires to first. Not in time. Coach Catry
brings up third baseman Zach Holland. Got the second baseman, number 1.
Looked like he was going to talk to the field judge about the call. That's a second close call where they've called a batter safe when it looked like they might have been out. 1 for Belmont, 1 against, but that one goes against the Braves. So now runners at first and second with nobody out. And that'll bring up Zach Holland. This is a called strike. Holland 1 for 2 today, singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st. Simmons working from the stretch, the pitch. That one missed, I think, just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Holland. Simmons checks the runner, the pitch. This one's low. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Zach Holland. That one gets past Harkis. The runners will now advance the 2nd and 3rd. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Runners at 2nd and 3rd here. Prime scoring opportunity for Johnson Creek. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Zach Holland batting. He'll ground this one to first. It gets past Thomas Freeman into right field. That'll score 1 run. That'll score 2 runs. And we have a tie game. So, just like that, 1 swing of the bat, we're all tied up 4-4. And Aiden Smith coming to the plate. Coach Catry now coming out to the mound. Little mini conference to talk things over with the Braves here. They have a runner at first and nobody out. We'll take the time to thank some sponsors here, including Parman Farm Supply. They offer best kill insecticides, easy way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply of Belmont today. Spenceley Feeds Vita Plus of Belmont. They offer top quality livestock feed for all of your animal needs. Get the most out of every input you put into your enterprise. Spenceley Feeds Vita Plus Belmont. And Dave's Auto Body in Belmont. Top quality collision repair, minor automotive repair work, as well as a selection of pre-driven vehicles. Dave's Auto Body. First pitch, low, ball 1 on Aiden Smith. Smith had an RBI single in the 3rd, also reached on an error in the 2nd. Batting here with the runner at first and nobody out. This one is fouled off, first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Smith. Tie game, 4-4 here in the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th. It's been a back and forth battle. Belmont would take a lead, then Johnson Creek would come back. I get a feeling this one's going to come right down to the wire. That pitch missed upstairs. 2-1 now on Austin. Cloudy and cool day here in Oakfield today. Throwback to first, not in time. Two and one count on Aiden Smith. That one misses. 3-1. Here comes the pitch. It's low. Ball 4. Second walk this inning. Now runners at first and second with nobody out. Johnson Creek has already tied the game this inning. They're looking to take the lead here. Putting a runner in scoring position now with Evan Malig coming to the plate. Malig is 0 for 2, struck out twice in the second and third inning. Shows bunt, fouls it off, strike 1. Tanner Simmons trying to work out of a jam for Belmont here in the 5th. Again showing bunt Malig. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Malig again showing bunt. And that one misses low as well. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Malig. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. This one bunted, third baseline. Throw to first is offline. Reaching safely is Malig. It's going to be a E1 on Simmons, who made a high throw. Good job by Griffin McNett to save that from going out in the right field, though. But now the bases are loaded. And that'll bring up Doug Hartwig, the third baseman.
The pitcher, number 6, Doug Hartwig. On deck, the catcher, number 8, A.J. Whitehouse.
Hartwig started at third. Now pitching in relief for Johnson Creek. First pitch called strike. Oh and 1 on Hartwig. I think we may have a pinch hitter coming in here. That pitch misses low, ball 1. Number 10, that would be Mike Heinrich from Johnson Creek. This ball well hit. Deep to left center. That is going to drop and roll all the way near the wall. That'll score 2 runs, make it 3 runs, and a double for Hartwig. So a 3-run double by Hartwig. And all of a sudden, a 3-run lead for Belmont. 7-4 now. Here in the 5th, and it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So Tanner Simmons going to head to center field. And coming in, Ian Austin to pitch for the Braves. While the pitching change is made, we'll take a little time out here and thank some sponsors. Legends Pub and Grill in Darlington. Great place to enjoy delicious burger, fries, and your favorite beverage. With friends and family after the game, check out Legends Pub and Grill daily specials on Facebook. Southwest Health, they have over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists, so you can have excellent care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Pecatonica Co-op Oil, South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Cenex fuel products, they'll keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart and Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, they offer compassionate care, dignified services at your time of need. Matt and the staff recognize that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and traditions. Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. And the entire staff at Mountain View RV of Belmont congratulates the athletes and coaches from Belmont on a tremendous season. Mountain View RV, exit 26, Highway 151 in Belmont. Well, Johnson Creek takes a 3-run lead here, 7-4 in the 5th. And we have a pinch hitter in the game now. It is number 10, Mike Heinrich, facing a new pitcher, Ian Austin. And the first pitch is a called strike. So Ian Austin trying to get out of a jam here. There is a base runner at second. That is Hartwig, who had that double. This pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Heinrich. That pitch misses low. 2-1. Two and 1 is the count here on Heinrich. That pitch missed upstairs. 3-1. Runner at second base. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th. Throw to second, not in time. Three and 1 here on Heinrich. He's pinch hitting for A.J. Whitehouse, the catcher. There's a called strike. Heinrich, he wanted that base. He thought he had earned a walk, but not quite. Full count now. 3-2 on Heinrich. Austin will step off the mound for a second. Now re-engages. And looks like we're going to have a little timeout. A little mini convo between Austin and his catcher, Oliver Harkis, here. Full count on Heinrich. Game brought to you by Mountain View RV of Belmont. They congratulate all the athletes and coaches from Belmont on a tremendous season. Mountain View RV, exit 26, Highway 151, Belmont. This one grounded to second, fielded by McNett. And there is the out. There's one away. That'll bring up Brady Fincutter. Does move the runner Hartwig to third now. So Fincutter stepping to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout in the second and flew out in the 4th. Ian Austin pitching in relief for Belmont here. The pitch is low. Harkis stops it. Quick reaction there. 1-0 here on Fincutter. Again, the winner of this game going to move on to take on Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah in the sectional championship. That one going to miss low and outside. 2-0. Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah, a surprise team to get to the sectional final, but obviously hot at the right time. This is a called strike, and it's 2-1. Yeah, Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah was 4th in their conference. They beat the team that won their conference in the sectional semis. Swing and a miss there, and the count is even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Finn Cutter. Reedsville, the team that won the Big East North division. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Finn Cutter. Runner at third, 1 out. And that one misses. Full count now. 3-2 on Finn Cutter. And the pitch way high, ball 4. That'll bring up number 9 hitter Hayden Wagner, the right fielder. Wagner had a big home run back in the 3rd and grounded out in the 4th. Runners at the corners now, and that pitch misses high, ball 1, maybe a little outside too, 1-0. Austin with the pitch. Runner on the move. Throw not in time. 2-0 is the count. Game brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. 2-0 on the batter, Hayden Wagner. Runners at second and third. Big cut. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Wagner. Pop up, right field. Right fielder underneath it, makes the catch, throws. They will, a throw to second, gets out into center field, and that will score a run. It was a unforced error, unfortunately, on first baseman Thomas Freeman. Oof. So another run, and it's now 8-4, a 4-run lead for Johnson Creek here. That was, that was a tough one for Belmont, because obviously if they don't give up that run, nobody was going to score. They tried to pick off a runner at second and just got away. Next batter here is leadoff hitter Luke Hartz, and the first pitch misses, ball 1. Austin checks the runner at second. The pitch high, 2-0. That one misses. 3-0 now on Hartz. That is upstairs for ball 4. That's the second walk of the inning for Luke Hartz. We have gone through the lineup now, and Tanner Herman, the shortstop, is batting. He singled earlier this inning. Belmont needs an out. 2 outs. Throwback to second is not in time. 2 outs this inning. 4 runs given up so far for Johnson Creek. They're looking for more. Tanner Herman at the plate. And a balk is called on Ian Austin, which will allow the runners to move to second and third. Second balk of the game called. This is the first against Austin. Big cut, swing and a miss on Tanner Herman. Strike one. That one's fouled to the screen. Strike two, 0-2 now on Herman. This one popped up. Right field should be playable. It is, and it's caught for the final out. So finally, Belmont gets out of the fifth. But 4 runs are scored in the 5th inning by Johnson Creek, and they have taken a 4-run lead, 8-4. They also got 3 hits that inning, and there were a couple errors as well, and 2 left on base. We will head to the 6th inning. The score, 8-4. Johnson Creek leading Belmont. Back after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 8.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Queen Bee Radio has your chance to win great seats to see Milwaukee baseball. Sign up to win at Okies Market in Cassville, Goodney's Garage in Platteville, Pink's Automotive in Lancaster, the Horseshoe Tavern Prairie du Chien, U.S. Cellular in Platteville, Reckler Insurance, and Boondock Sports Bar in Wazeeka. Plus catch Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, the Back Bar, and the Back Nine, and Home Key Real Estate coverage of Milwaukee baseball. Heard on AM 1590 WPVL. Presented by Napa Auto Parts of Boscobel, Pink's Automotive, and Goodney's Garage. In Game 8.
And we're set for the 6th inning here from Oakfield. The score 8-4. Johnson Creek open up a 4-run 5th inning to take a 4-run lead. Belmont will try to answer back here in the 6th, leading things off Brad Lancaster, the number 7 hitter for the Braves. The first pitch is a called strike. Behind Lancaster, it'll be Wyatt Temperley and Griffin McNett this inning, 7-8-9. Pitching in relief, it is Doug Hartwig for Johnson Creek. This ball grounded to short. Shortstop Fields fires, and there's the out.
Third brings up the right fielder, number 3, Wyatt Temperley.
One away here in the top of the 6th inning.
Griffin McNett.
That'll bring up Wyatt Temperley. Belmont has scored 1 run in each of the last 2 innings. They need a big inning here. That pitch is a called strike inside corner, and it is 0-1 on Temperley. Temperley 0 for 2 today. He will ground this one to second. The throw is in time, and there's 2 quick outs.
Second brings up the second baseman, number 7, Griffin McNett.
So now McNett bats with 2 outs
Ian Austin.
here in the top of the 6th inning. Let's see if Belmont can get a 2-out rally going. They trail by 4 runs here in the 6th. We're getting to the late stages of the game. And this pitch misses low, ball 1 on McNett. McNett 1 for 2 today, had an RBI single in the 4th, flew out in the 3rd. That one low and outside, 2-0. There's a called strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Griffin McNett. That one, I believe, is a called strike. 2-2 now. Foul tip. Count stays even, 2-2. Game brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, residential needs. McNett Electric, Belmont. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 6th, Belmont trailing 8-4. Griffin McNett at the plate. Pitch. Well hit, foul. Third base side. Count will stay even at 2-2. 2-2 on McNett. This one hit right over the left fielder's head. He played too far in. McNett will round first, head for second, and head for third. The throw not going to be in time. So a triple with 2 outs for Belmont, with Ian Austin coming to the plate now, leadoff hitter for the Braves. Well, see if they can get a 2-out rally going here in the 6th. Belmont trailing 8-4. Austin 1 for 3 today, singled in the 3rd. And Austin is set. Hartwig. Pitch. Low. Ball 1. This one. Grounded to short. Throw in time, and that's the final out of the inning. So Belmont gets a triple by Griffin McNett, but no runs. And they trail 8-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. This game getting late. We'll be back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 9, get ready, car lovers. It's Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors Car Show and Customer Appreciation Day, Saturday, June 14th from 10:30 to 2:30 in Prairie du Chien. Stop by Carey's for an afternoon of awesome cars, food and drinks, door prizes, and fun for the whole family. No trophies, no judging, no pressure, just good times and great rides. That's Saturday, June 14th at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Highway 18 in Prairie du Chien.
Summer road trips are so much fun.
Remember that time that Dad sideswiped a concrete wall? Oh yeah, and we were only an hour away from the beach.
If your summer driving doesn't go exactly as planned, remember Toys Done Right Body Shop in Dubuque. Toys Done Right is here for you, and they look out for you and not the insurance company's bottom line. From small dings to bigger things, Toys Done Right, mending area vehicles since 1994. 1006 Central Avenue in Dubuque. Dan reminds you to use sunscreen.
In Game 9.
8-4 is your score. Johnson Creek leading Belmont. Bottom of the 6th inning is getting set. And leading off for Johnson Creek, it is number 9, Zach Holland. Started as the pitcher for the game. He's followed by Aiden Smith and then Evan Maligue. And the first pitch misses upstairs, ball 1 on Holland. Holland is 2 for 3 at the plate today. Struck out in the first, singled in the 3rd, and had an RBI single in the 5th. There's a called strike. One and one. Low. 2-1. There's a called strike. 2-2. Winner of this game will play Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah for the sectional championship and a chance to go to state. Big cut, swing and a miss, strike 3 on Holland.
Holland goes down, swinging, brings up the second baseman.
One away, that'll bring up Aiden Smith.
On deck, first baseman, number 11, Evan Malik.
Again, Johnson Creek leading 8-4. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ian Austin pitching in relief. This one fouled to the screen. 0-1. This one popped up. Shallow right center. It'll drop in for a bloop single. And that'll bring up Evan Malik.
First baseman, number 11, Evan Malik. On deck, the pitcher, number 6, Doug Huntley.
Malik is officially 0 for 3. Did, though, reach on an error in the 5th on a errant throw by the pitcher to first. So, runner at first with one out. And the first pitch, called strike. Again, Ian Austin pitching in relief now. Came in last inning. This one fouled off. It was a rough inning for Belmont. They gave up 4 runs. And Johnson Creek batted through the lineup +2. 0-2 count here on Malik. That's low. 1-2. This one fouled back. Ricocheted off the chest protector, the catcher, Oliver Harkis. He looks to be okay. Count is 1-2 here on Malik. Fouls it off again. Still 1-2. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters of Belmont, a sponsor. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters, Belmont. That one missed. Oh. I think we had a balk again. So, Smith will move to second, and Austin still on the mound, 1-2 count. This one popped up foul, out of play, it looks like. Ooh, close, actually. Thomas Freeman just about came up with that. First baseman, good effort. So runner at second in scoring position is Smith, 1 out. And Malik at the plate. Count is 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses upstairs. 2-2. That one misses. 3-2. We have a full count. This one fouled out of play. Count is full. 3-2 here on Malik. 1 out, runner at second. 4-run lead for Johnson Creek. They're looking for more. 8-4 they lead Belmont here in the 6th. That one misses low and outside. Ball 4. Austin takes third on the pass ball.
The pitcher, Doug Hartwig.
So runners at the corners now for Johnson Creek, and Hartwig at the plate. He had a big at-bat last inning, a 3-run double. There's a called strike. 0-1 on Hartwig. This one grounded up the middle, fielded for the double play. Wow. Griffin McNett fields it, was kind of run into it second, threw to first, and barehanding it was the first baseman, Thomas Freeman, for the double play. So that will end the threat. The score still 8-4 as we head to the 7th. Belmont needs at least 4 runs to keep the game going. We'll be back with the top of the 7th next here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
Turpin Dodge salutes Kim Cameroon, RN Manager at Medical Associates Clinic in Dubuque. Turpin will honor Kim with a donation to Stonehill Care Facility. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Kim, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
In game 10.
Welcome back to Oakfield, home of the Division IV sectionals in high school boys baseball. Right now, Johnson Creek with a 4-run lead over Belmont, heading to the 7th inning. 8-4 is the score. Belmont knows what they need to do. They need at least 4 runs to keep this game alive and their season alive. Otherwise, Johnson Creek will punch their ticket to the sectional final to take on Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah, who is awaiting the winner of this game. Good news for Belmont, they do have the heart of the order. Tanner Simmons, the number 2 hitter, leads off. First pitch is a called strike on Simmons. Simmons 2 for 3 today, a single in the 3rd, a triple in the 5th. So he's had a good day at the plate. And he will rope one out to center field. It's a grounder and a leadoff single. A good start for Belmont. That'll bring up Oliver Harkis, the catcher. Harkis has had a tough day at the plate, 0 for 3. I guess you could say he's due, right? Hartwig pitching in relief. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Game brought to you by Paulson Farms LLC. For all your big, square, round baling needs, they do individual line wrapping bales. Call Dean, 778-2000 at Paulson Farms in Belmont. Throw back to first, not in time. Doan's Auto Car Center, Patrick Doan can assist you with all your vehicle maintenance. There's a called strike 2. 0-2 on Harkis. Batteries, coolant flushes, oil changes, tires, and more. Doan's Auto Center, Patrick Doan of Belmont. 0-2 on Harkis here. Check swing, that one low. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oliver Harkis. Runner at first, Simmons, nobody out. Top of the 7th, Belmont trailing 8-4. You need a big inning to say the least. This one is foul, just foul. First base side. That's one that, boy, if you could have got to land in fair territory, that's at least a single, maybe a double. But Belmont needs 4 runs, so they've got work to do. 1-2 count on Harkis here. Runner at first. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2. If Belmont wins, of course, we will carry the sectional championship game here on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Throwback to first, not in time. Still 2-2 on Harkis. That pitch misses just upstairs. 3-2. Full count now on Harkis. This ball grounded to first, or to short rather. They get 1, they get 2, a double play. So Harkis grounds into a double play. Not good for Belmont. And Belmont down to their final out now. Thomas Freeman coming to the plate. Freeman 1 for 3 today, singled in the second. And he steps up with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch is high, ball 1. That one's going to miss upstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Thomas Freeman. 2 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. Belmont trailing by 4 runs. We'll need to have a 2-out rally to keep their season alive. Three 3-0 count. And it's ball 4, it's a walk. I believe that's the first walk given up by either pitcher for Johnson Creek.
On deck, the left fielder, number 1, Cameron Spensley.
That'll bring up Braden Stymus, the third baseman. And we have a runner coming into the game for Belmont here. Number 12. That would be Levi Paulskill, one of the seniors for the Braves. So Stymus at the plate, runner at first, 2 outs. Chops one foul, third base side. Oh and 1 count here on Stymus. Home plate umpire cleaning off home plate. Oh and 1 count here on Stymus. That one's low, ball 1. 1-1. We will for sure be bringing you sectional finals in our other 2 broadcasts, because we have area teams competing against each other. So either Cuba City or Fenimore and either Highland or Boscobel will be moving on to the sectional finals. We'll give you updates on that on our postgame show in just a bit. Check swing, that's low. 3-1 on Stymus now. Runner at first. 2 outs. 3-1 count on Stymus. Ball 4. Well, Stymist earns a walk. That's back-to-back walks. That'll bring up Cam Spenceley now, the center fielder. Johnson Creek going to talk it over a little bit here with Doug Hartwig on the mound. Spenceley today has gone 1 for 3 at the plate. He singled in the 4th, flew out in the 2nd, grounded out in the 5th. Belmont needs, again, 4 runs to keep the game alive, so they still need 1 more base runner. And then a grand slam. You know, it's easy peasy. You know, get another base runner, then hit a grand slam. Tie game. That's how you do it. If it was only that easy, right? Well, you never know. You never know. We'll see what happens here. And stepping in, it's Cam Spenceley. And the first pitch, high and tight, ball 1. One and 0 count. That one missed outside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Cam Spenceley at the plate here. There's a called strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Spenceley. There's a called strike, and it's 2-2. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Top of the 7th here. This one fouled to the screen. Spenceley stays alive. 2-2. Hartwig 1 strike away from ending the game. Pitch. Misses. Johnson Creek crowd wanted the strike. No strike. Full count. Pitch here. Chopper, third base side. They'll throw to first. It is in time, and that ends the ball game. So Spenceley grounds out. Belmont strands 2 runners. They get 1 hit, no runs, and no errors. And your final score, 8-4. Johnson Creek Blue Jays over the Belmont Braves in the sectional semifinal in Division 4 boys baseball. We will wrap up our broadcast today with our postgame show brought to you by Edward Jones. The Edward Jones Ben Reeves postgame show is coming up next. We'll take a timeout if I can spit it out. Again, your final 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont. Back with our postgame show next here on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 11.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number 1. Period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number 1.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
How do you get the most out of a grown-up getaway? Get out of town and get to Wisconsin Dells. Get to a water park and get your feet wet. Get a drink at the swim-up bar. Get to a casino and get lucky. Looking for nightlife? Don't even get me started. Get the gals together. Get the guys together. Call it a get-together. Getting hungry after all that action? Come and get it! Get on a duck tour. You'll really get your ducks in a row. Get it? You got it. Good. Wisconsin Dells. You gotta get here. Plan your grown-up getaway at wisdells.com.
In Game 11.
And welcome back to the Ben Reeves, Edward Jones post-game show. Again, it is the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. And our final score tonight, 8-4, or this afternoon, I should say, 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont. Belmont season comes to a close today. They finished the year 19-7, and that will conclude our broadcast day here from Oakfield. Johnson Creek will face Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah in the sectional championship game. That'll be coming up a little bit later, but again, we will not have the call on that since we're not near them. But best of luck to both of those teams competing. We'll be back to wrap up the line scores and look inside the game, plus our Tri-Core turning point. All of that and more coming up. Our final score again, 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 12.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Brewers Baseball Academy, presented by Fleet Farm, returns to cities this summer for its 13th year. Kids ages 6 to 14 are invited for a week of instruction and fun, plus a VIP day at American Family Field. Space is limited. Don't miss out. Visit brewers.com/camps for details. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
In Game 12.
And welcome back to the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Final score, 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont in a sectional semifinal Division IV boys baseball game. Thanks for tuning in here on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. We do have some other final scores to share with you on the Shoebox scoreboard, brought to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth. And it looks like, yes, we just got this as a final. Cuba City, or rather Fenimore, defeats Cuba City 1-0 in 8 innings. Wow, what a thriller there. So Fenimore will take on Westby at 4 o'clock this afternoon. That game will be over on Super Hits 106 and also our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. The other final, Highland defeats Boscobel 9-2. So Highland will move on and play in their sectional championship game. That'll be over on 97.7 Country. They will play Blair Taylor, I believe, or Pittsville. Actually, I'm not 100% sure which team they play. Let me see if I can find that out. Pittsville. So Pittsville and Highland will play each other. That game will be on 97.7 Country. And in fact, the pregame show should be starting here any minute. I think 3 o'clock first pitch for that one. And again, Fenimore defeats Cuba City. Wow, what a game. 1-0 in 8 innings. So Fenimore will take on Westby at 4 o'clock over on Super Hits 106 and again on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. The other two games will also be on YouTube. Our final here, though, 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont by a final score of 8-4. We'll be back with more of our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. We'll look at the pitching numbers right after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 13.
Are you feeling icky or feeling yucky or just feeling all kilter?
Let Crescent Quick Care help you fix that feeling. Crescent Quick Care combines high-quality clinical expertise with convenience to help you with serious but not life-threatening conditions. Crescent Quick Care is available Monday through Fridays with no appointment needed. Learn more by visiting crescentchc.org and hit the Our Services tab. Crescent Quick Care, a part of Crescent Community Health Center in Dubuque.
This is Peyton Dewitt from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. If you're looking for dependability in a new or used vehicle, Toyota has 7 out of the top 12 vehicles that last over 200,000 miles, ranking number 2 in J.D. Power's dependability study. Toyota also has 5 of the top 10 vehicles with the best resale value, according to Kelley Blue Book. Come see me to find your Toyota at Anderson Weber Toyota when you're ready.
Anderson Weber Toyota, next to Target in Dubuque. Visit them online at AndersonWeberToyota.com.
In game 13.
And welcome back. Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Again, the final 8-4. Johnson Creek over Belmont in a sectional semifinal Division IV boys baseball game. Belmont's season comes to an end at 19-7. Let's take a look at the pitching numbers for Belmont. Tanner Simmons got the start. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, all 7 earned, had 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Ian Austin came in relief in the 5th inning, which was unfortunately the turning point of the game inning. It did not turn in Belmont's favor, of course. Ian pitches 2 innings, gave up just 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. It was on an error, an infield error, and then 2 walks and 1 strikeout for Ian Austin. Those were Belmont's pitching numbers. Let's take a look at the scoring by inning. So neither team scored in the first, but in the second, Belmont jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. They got 2 runs off 2 hits, and again led after the second inning. In the third, that was that was the third inning, not the second. Belmont got 2 runs off 2 hits in the third inning and led 2-0 at that point. In the bottom of the third inning, Johnson Creek answered back with 2 runs of their own off of 4 hits. They left 2 runners stranded. Then, moving on to the 4th inning, Belmont added 1 more run off 2 hits. Johnson Creek scoreless in the 4th. In the 5th, Belmont added 1 more run off of 1 hit. It was a triple by Tanner Simmons. But then the 5th inning happened. The bottom of the 5th was the infamous inning for Belmont. And for Johnson Creek, it was a great inning. They got 4 runs, actually off of just 3 hits, believe it or not. 2 errors were committed by Belmont that inning, and there were 2 batters left on board. The inning started with a walk, then a single, then an RBI single by Zach Holland, followed by another walk, then an error, then a 3 RBI double by Doug Hartwig that blew the doors open. That was the 3 of the 4 runs there that they scored that inning, but the damage was done. That 4-run 5th put Johnson Creek up by 4, and they would win by 4, 8-4. Neither team scored in the 6th, and of course Belmont's the only team that batted in the 7th, and they did get a hit in each of those innings and base runners in each of those innings, but no runs. So the final score again, 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont. We'll be back with our Tricor Turning Point coming up next here on Extreme 107.1 and the Green Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In game 14.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
When it comes to protecting your home, your roof is your first line of defense. For trusted local roofing expertise, turn to Midwest Roofing and Construction. They're dedicated to providing quality roofing services from minor repairs to complete replacements all year long. Count on their experienced team for reliable workmanship. Call for a free estimate at 1-800-551-8251. That's 1-800-551-8251. Midwest Roofing and Construction, your local roofing pros.
In game 14.
And we're back on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Just about time to wrap up here. 8-4. Belmont falls to Johnson Creek in a sectional semi. 2 games shy of state for Belmont. A great season for the Braves nonetheless. Welcome back to the post-game show. It's time for our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. And Turning Point, certainly, we kind of already went over it, but the bottom of the 5th, which was a big inning for Johnson Creek. They scored 4 runs, and that was the winning margin. And it all started with a walk, a single, an RBI single, another walk, an error, and then the big play, the 3 RBI double by Doug Hartwig. That blew the game open. He scored 3 runs with 1 swing of the bat, and Belmont eventually made a pitching change after that, but it was too little, too late. And the 3 RBI double by Doug Hartwig of Johnson Creek is the turning point of the game. Brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. So our final again, 8-4 Johnson Creek over Belmont. We'll be back to wrap up and again set the stage for our other stations here on Extreme 107.1. That's it for us today. We won't have any more baseball, and our YouTube channel also won't have any games. But we have 2 more games on our other 2 stations. We'll tell you about those right after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Post-match 1.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. We don't talk about the female combat wounded. These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have this strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know it's there.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
Post-match 1.
Hey, we're back on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Final score 8-4. Johnson Creek defeats Belmont in a sectional semifinal, Division 4. Belmont's season comes to a close. We are going to be covering a couple other games in the sectional championships this afternoon. In fact, one game getting underway in approximately 10 minutes from now. That would be the Highland game. They will take on Pittsville in a Division 4 sectional championship. That game live from Blair Taylor. So we'll have that game for you on 97.7 Country. Tyler Dictanis with the call on that one, and also on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. So Highland Pittsville, again, on 97.7 Country, should be getting underway just after 3 p.m. Also, it looks like Fenimore in a thriller knocked off Cuba City by a score of 1-0. So in 8 innings. So Fenimore moves on to the sectional finals. They will be taking on, let's see, who do they take on? Westby. So Westby versus Fenimore. That game is up in Osseo, which is ironically nowhere near Westby, Fenimore, or Cuba City. What a terrible sectional site. It's not even close to the teams involved. But whatever. Thank you, WIAA. So we'll be covering that one, though. Fenimore versus Westby up in Osseo. That game gets underway at 4 o'clock. You can hear it on Super Hits 106 and also watch it on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. That'll do it for us today, though. And we thank you for jumping on board. All of our sponsors who, of course, came out. Appreciate it. Our final, again, 8-4. We'll put a bow on it, wrap things up from Oakfield right after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Post-match 2.
There are places, people, and conditions in this world that almost seem beyond hope. But not when Mercy Ships is there. Mercy Ships is a place restoring sight to the blind, happiness to the outcast, and joy to the brokenhearted. Mercy Ships is the reason why hope is now in sight. To learn more, go to mercyships.org.
Post-match 2.
We're back on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Final 8-4. Johnson Creek over Belmont. Belmont's season comes to a close at 19-7. We were recapping the sectional final games. I should also mention this. We've got 2 state softball games coming up this week on Thursday, so that's exciting. The Belmont Braves in softball, they're going to be playing in the state championship against Ithaca in the state semifinals, I should say, at 9 a.m. on Thursday. That game you can hear on 97.7 Country WGLR. We cannot video stream from state, so unfortunately just on the radio, but definitely tune in. I'll have the call on that one. And then later on in the afternoon at 4:30, Mineral Point will play Michigan in their state semifinal. So best of luck to Mineral Point and Belmont this Thursday. Both of those games are on 97.7 Country WGLR, so I should mention those before we wrap up. All right, one more break. We'll be back to wrap up the post-game show next. 8-4, Johnson Creek over Belmont on on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Post-match 3.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Post-match 3.
Well, that'll about do it for us today. Here from Oakfield, our final, one last time, 8-4. Johnson Creek knocks off Belmont. And that will wrap it up for our broadcast today. Belmont's season comes to a close in the sectional semis. And again, good luck to Highland and Fenimore, both competing in sectional championship games later this afternoon. Actually, I believe Highland getting underway right about now against Pittsville up at Blair Taylor. You can hear that game on 97.7 Country. And again, watch it on the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. That'll do it for us today. You take care. Have a great rest of your Tuesday afternoon. From Oakfield, I'm Rob Spangler here on Extreme 107.1 WPBL FM Platteville and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
No, we covered Belmont, so. But good luck.
Brand new music.
Here.
Extreme hit music.
On X 107.1.